Yeah. So, this- okay. Is my screen visible?
Yeah, screen is visible. You can just minimize the popping of the meeting. Yeah.
Yeah. One minute. Mm,
No, I think you could. Yeah. Now it's fine.
yeah. Okay. So, so my the topic was like the thesis topic. Like the name I have given is in the search of light, a community-led redevelopment project. Okay. So I would like to start my presentation with the small poem I have written in Marathi. Okay. So the poem says, माझं चाळीतलं घर, चार भिंती, एक खिडकी आणि चार माणसांचं माझं चाळीतलं घर. कच्च्या घरापासून पक्का घर आणि लहानाचा मोठा. हा प्रवास जिथे घडला ते माझ्या चाळीतलं घर. या घराने पाहिलेले उन्हाळे, पावसाळे आणि आम्ही जगलेले ते सुख-दुःख. पूर्ण वेळ तटस्थ उभं होतं. ते माझं चाळीतलं घर. या घराच्या प्रत्येक कोपऱ्यात कोपऱ्यात पसारासोबत आठवणींचे गाठोडे बांधून ठेवले आहेत. असं हे माझं चाळीतलं घर. For me, it all started in the lanes, living there since my childhood. For me, slum is not just a settlement, it is place full of stories, struggle, and resilience. So this personal experience has inspired the question that my thesis aims. How can we preserve the essence of the informal settlements while rethinking their living conditions? So let's look at the larger context of Mumbai. So over 42% of Mumbai's population is living in the slum, and over 24% of Mumbai's land is covered by the uh, like these informal settlements. And as you see in this picture, these are the living conditions in the slum in Mumbai. And on the other side, you can see the solutions the city has made for them. So when we generally speak about the slum, people think about statistics, poor sanitation, overcrowding. But if we really want to understand the slum, we need to understand their daily lives and the problem they face on their daily basis. So there's a lot of uh, emphasis in this thesis there is a lot of emphasis on the research documentation and community interaction, so which creates a strong base for my design. Hence this thesis shares a participatory process. It's ask a very simple but impactful question: what if community leads the process? What if we listen first, educate together, and empower the community? So I started my documentation with the settlement called Subhash Nagar, so where I live, and it is located in Andheri East near Mahakali Caves. And the occupation of people living in this slum is working and labor class people. So these people work in the nearest industrial area, which is SIPS industrial area, and houses to the nearest housing societies. So these industrial areas created jobs, and people formed their houses here as there was no affordable housing present at that time when this slum was like originated. And the group of people living together, they call it as a chawl. So I selected one of the chawl name as a Ganga chawl, which is very known to me. And then I started documenting the density and documenting their living conditions. Also, so these are the living conditions. So the lanes are so small. Uh, so there is a very poor drainage system, and also you can see the terrain of overall site. So what I selected is a part of the overall slum. Okay. And then I started documenting their land use. So you can see the red boxes are the common toilets. So only 2 to 3 common toilets are there for this around 240 units, and only one Anganwadi, one tuition space, and some retail shops, and some religious spaces such as a small Hanuman Mandir, a masjid, and all. And the blue dots are a water tap point. So you can see that one water tap point is shared by 9 to 10 houses. So moving further, this is my house. So four people shares one single room. Same space acts differently at different times of the day. So kitchen at morning, then bedroom at night, and workplace during the day. So also Anganwadi takes place during the afternoon time in my house only. And the blue circles you can see, these are the like water drum. So the maximum space of the house is covered by the storage, and remaining area they use it as a multi-purpose space. So I documented many such houses, shops, and try to understand their activities and their needs. I interviewed them. Also, the women over there do a small businesses such as assembling paint, embroidery work, and etc. in the same house only. So I have documented all those things in the documentation process, interviewing them and asking them about their daily activities and what challenges they face, so I can incorporate that in my design also. So throughout the day, looking at the activities of people, such as skills helps their neighbor to take out clothes from the roof, and helps aged people to reach to the toilet, and ask elders ones to play. So this conversations gives an best explanation that how the social interdependencies plays a very important role in the slums. Also, when they get any such small space, they convert that into a cultural space. So they celebrate their Ganpati festival, Navratri festival, and all other festivals which we celebrate in Mumbai. They celebrate in those small spaces, and yeah, and sometimes so these are the five different aspects I have studied. So in the political, sometimes the political influence do good things, but sometimes it affects badly to the youth. And the economical factors are their houses are small, but still they want to generate some money. So they give half on the uh, rent, and in the half they live. And as a like the spatial aspect, the lanes are so narrow and there is no light and ventilation is there. So only one sorry, yeah. So only one way of ventilation is there in the houses. So they face many challenges in their day-to-day life. Uh, so lanes are so narrow that if someone wants to take their cupboard or fridge, like a big furniture thing, so they have to take it from above the roof. And lanes choke in the rain, and even the person with umbrella in his hand cannot pass through it. And the worst thing is that uh, if someone passes away, we cannot take them on our four shoulders. We have to take them in the wrapped cloth. So, despite all of these problems, they are celebrating their life. All these conditions I have personally experienced and documented. That's why I feel it is very important to listen to the community, their problems, and understand their needs, so that we really build a connection with the community. But without listening to the community, when redevelopment happens, it goes back to the original ones. So, but they lose their social capital and the community interaction, which was their main strength. And in this process, educating is equally important. So educating the community means exchange of knowledge and make them aware about their rights, cleanliness, women empowerment, educating children, financial planning, and etc. So also showing them like live case studies of successful community projects, which will help them to what a community can do for themselves. So I read some case studies where people have empowered the community and uplifted them. So this slum parliament or like redevelopment model by so they have uh, like initiated these initiatives like She Project, Kuti Project, Skill Bank. So they empowered the community, and so what community can do for themselves, and also the project which herbs do. So they build with the local masons and local builders to reduce the cost of the construction, which is the like major factor in the redevelopment process. And then there is a Sanjay Nagar slum redevelopment project by the community design agency in Ahmednagar. So that was also the main project main case study I was looking at uh, that time. So yeah, so how Sanjay Nagar slum redevelopment project has completed the first phase of community-led, and then I tried to understand their needs at different levels, such as unit, street, and community. So it helped me to derive the program for the overall redevelopment. So the mm, going towards the my design approach and design. So yeah, so the site was narrow. So I started with the contour modifications. So so I started with the contour modifications, and to get the road inside the site, then divided the site into the three courtyards and built form around it. And the heavy contoured area is so the heavy contoured area is converted into the recreational area. The different types of units are designed as per the requirement of different users. So in the first typology, I will go ahead. So in the first typology, the kitchen and toilets are fixed. Okay. And the living space is flexible to use by the user as per their need. And the second unit has loft above to accommodate the bigger family. Also, the slab above the loft is converts into the seating space uh, at the top, which is a community void. And the third typology of unit is for the joint families, where they are living, which families are living together, and it has a internally connected staircase, which they can disconnect at any point in future to create a separate unit. And these two units are bigger units created for sale purpose and for rent purpose to create a revenue generation for this redevelopment projects. So these are some like technical details for the uh, like stopping harsh sun uh, entering into the unit, and every unit has a cross ventilation. Also, the corridor they share, all the units are shared by the corridor. So all the units are overlook this courtyard uh, and are connected with the common lobby. Okay, which helps them to communicate with each other. So So this is my ground floor. So as you can see, I have created seating spaces at the ground floor, and most of the shops, retail areas, and doctor clinics, all those things, the necessity wali cheeze, I have kept it at the ground floor for a easy movement and easy access. And also the seating spaces around these spaces uh, create this space a lively space. Okay, so the doctor unit is over here. So the entry is near to the doctor unit. So even if any emergency happens, they can easily access to the those uh, facilities. Yeah. So and all the overall site is like pedestrian friendly and inward looking courtyard. So so this courtyard are like I have divided into these three. The open courtyard, which provides a safe play area for children, while shops and seating activate the ground floor, creating a lively edge. And it openness also support natural light and cross ventilation within the structure. And then the community courtyard act as a cultural heart of the settlement, So as before I have said कि उनको जब छोटा सा भी space मिल जाता है, they convert it into the cultural space. So here I have provided them a little bigger community space for them to for gathering festivals and like all the shared amenities. And the adjoining community hall adds a flexibility and serving multiple functions for the residents. Also, the community kitchen is a type of khana world which can help for like these events also. And so, if some people are on rent and working at those industrial areas, so they need like their daily meals, uh, like daily meals. So this community kitchen can also be helpful for them. And the learning courtyard. So the third courtyard I have named it as a learning courtyard. Because it connects all age groups in one space. So children study and play at Anganwadi while grandpa like watching over them from the newspaper katta, and women can engage in the empowerment center which is above the Anganwadi space, like the upper floor of the Anganwadi space. And so they can keep eye on their children and making it a space of interaction, safety, and collective growth. So the community library is also placed here. So right now in the Chawl, what happens that the small kids are influenced by the youth or their their like elder brothers. So so I have like the Anganwadi space and library I have kept close. So like it feels like this कि मतलब मेरा बड़ा भाई पढ़ रहा है या बड़ा ये वो बड़ा दादा पढ़ रहा है. So I also need to study uh, like that sort of thing. So these are the upper floors. So all the units are like strategically planned, and also uh, after every unit there is a community void which is shared by those uh, different type of units, and all these units are connected by this lobby which is continued throughout the structure. Yeah. So this is the overall massing and form of the project. Yeah. So the community wards are spread across the project, and so the mostly women do their small businesses work in these community wards. Also, that can be used for a small gathering and community meeting and small events. So अभी भी जब चौल में किसी के घर पे मेहमान आते हैं, so they share their space for the guest uh, who have like guests have came. So the small voids can be used for that purposes. And so this is the overall massing and form of the project where every eye is on the street, and the terraces can be used as a terrace gardens can be used for the solar panels by using the government subsidies and all. So the extremely important stage of this process is empowering the community. So empowering includes so so, a minute, there is a lag. So these are the technical details from the like the ground floor sitting, the community voids, women are doing their businesses over there. The these kids play area is the kids friendly also, and like handicap friendly or the aged people friendly, and how the interaction will happen with the corridor in front of the houses. And these are the small like uh, views of the community library, community void, Anganwadi, interactive corridor, central courtyard, which is happening inside the project, and the ground floors, shop and sitting spaces. So the important stage was empowering the community. So empowering includes the forming a slum committee where their voices will be heard, ensuring that communities sustain themselves for a longer time, and community understand the uh, finance policies, their own responsibilities, and learning about revenue generation and resale and transfer of the home. So there should be some rules after the like redevelopment ki itne itne saal tak you cannot sell or rent. And so in these policies also I have created such policy that the land is with the society, or like the overall society. So even if uh, even if the like the owner sells his flats, he's not, so the price is low because the unit price is not attached with the uh, land price. So the land price is excluded from that. And so that's how it can become affordable for the next person who is trying to buy that house. So yeah. And then, like, as I said, the listening, educating together, and empowering are the key factors to truly understand the community and give them what they really need. So, in conclusion, I understand that this process is the prototype and not the design. So, if we follow this process at different sites and location, the outcome will be different according to the community and context. Yes. Yeah. I guess
Yeah.
thoda.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Mate. Thank you, Akash, for the wonderful presentation. It's really, I think, eye-opening for many of them who haven't seen such process or such community-driven work and the thesis, I think, because
Thank you.
I think we are open the floor for the question and answers, and if someone wants to ask anything, say anything, maybe review or comment or anything, you can ask freely. Akash is here all the way to answer you all. If not, I have a couple of questions for you.
So,
I think you have to,
if I
yeah,
could
yeah, come on.
present the question at first. So, Akash, that was a really nice presentation, and I really liked the way you approached the design solution. So, my question is revolves around that community void you have made. See, we are also doing housing project in fourth year, and in my design project also, I have tried to achieve those community voids in my the cluster units. So I've designed it in a way that I'm getting a voids at the not in the clusters, but like I'm getting a void which I'm proposing that as a community space. See, my project, our housing is not like a slum redevelopment, but it's a housing project, group housing
Okay.
project. So
Okay.
yeah, so I really want to explore that how I want to look know like, see, I have proposed a community project, community void, but I don't really know how could I show it being active, and how it can be used like in different ways, like how should I approach it while designing that community void itself needs to be designed, right? So I want to see your insights upon it, since you have done it and I found it really nice.
Okay. So my purpose of the community void was initiated from the need of those
Yeah,
users.
yeah, right.
So as I said that the women's do small businesses over there, like assembling, paint, embroidery work and all. So right now what they do that work in their house.
Hmm.
So the houses are small
Yeah,
and they're doing that work in the house. So the space in that house is covered by like that their
yeah.
businesses. So हाँ तो उनको घर में जगह नहीं मिलता है. So
Right.
they, yeah. So I have created those community voids. So mainly my purpose was that कि वो लोग आके वहाँ पे काम कर
Hmm.
सकते हैं, and also all the women can come together and like start a small business also in that community void. Yeah, so that one small space can be used at
Okay.
like uh, di- uh,
Different ways.
yeah, in different ways. So you also can try कि जो तुम्हारे users है,
Hmm.
yeah, what is your user typology and what are their needs. So it can be a leisure space also, as
Yeah.
you said that it is not a slum redevelopment project,
Yeah.
it is a proper housing project.
Yeah. Yeah.
So so it is like a जो sale वाला होता है वही
हाँ
project,
वो
right?
वाला.
Yeah, but you can create your user typology. You can consider the persona which you have to uh, like for whom you have to design, and
Yeah.
you can mention the activities I want to propose in that community words. So it can be leisure space, but yeah, you can like represent it nicely ki, how it is uh, transforming in the like at different time of the day. So अगर सुबह कोई किसी और चीज के लिए यूज कर रहा है, at in the afternoon the space is used by the other for other things, and
Hmm.
not necessary that the community void is only for humans.
Yeah. Right.
Okay. So in my sections, I don't know if you have seen, there are like a
Yeah.
small dog is also sleeping under the seating space and all. So yeah, you can design for everyone. I hope I have answered
Yeah. Yeah. You
your
have.
question. Yeah.
So can you do you have any suggestion or like if you could suggest some literature upon such kind of spaces or maybe some case study you have done already, I could look upon it.
I so for a community word, I haven't like did any case study. So my experience of the
Hmm.
in the chawl, that
Yeah. Yeah.
क्या 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 जरूरत है लोगों को,
Huh.
all those things I have put it in that. So for a community word, I don't have like any case study in my mind. But if I recollect something, I will send with Harshavardhan. So
Yeah. Sure.
he will, yeah, he
Sure.
will
Sure.
share with you.
Anyone wants to ask? Akash, I just add to the question Hamad has asked about the community halls. So you are seeing
Yeah.
community halls in the different in the section. It's on different floors, and in the
Yeah.
your planning also like it's a uh, C and it's going like this, and this. So how many halls you have given in the total? What's the ratio of the halls to the flat? Because again, yeah, I'm in the same class and we are doing a group exercise. So again, we have to the teachers ask ki, what's the well, it's a very FAR you are expending, you are wasting this much FAR. The the developer can sell 4 homes in the same space. So those are the questions. Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, so as if you see the loft wala unit, the second typology, so wherever it comes, I have created a community void space above that. And also a one community void space is shared by around like 4 to 6 houses, but not on a single floor. So the one community void is spaced by like shared by the upper ka floor and the niche ka floor. Yeah. So in plan, if you see कि मतलब first floor and second floor वही single एक ही community ward आपको दोनों floor पे दिख रहा है. It is connected with the staircase internally. So that's how I have like minimized the numbers of the community wards, but उसका use like functional किया है वैसे कि anyone can come and use that space.
Yeah. What's the total number? You remember?
So yeah, so the for around like 240 units, it is around like uh, 14 to 15 community voids I have created. Yeah,
Okay. So it's
yeah,
it's, it's owned by the
I
community.
yeah, it's owned by the community. It is not for any like rent purpose. Yeah, but within the community, they can do a small gathering or a small meetings or for them only. Yeah.
Uh, okay. So I have a very simple question. Like you were talking ki you were live in the stalls and you experienced those experiences since your childhood and wants to do something. But if someone who doesn't who who hasn't lived in the chawl but wants to work for the redevelopment of, wants to propose something like you. So do you think he or she maybe go in that depth, like the process or yeah,
Yeah.
what's the ideal process
Mm.
for that
Mm.
person to do proper? Yeah.
So for me, the initial process of knowing the slum dwellers was easy. Okay, because I was the uh, case study for me. मेरे लिए मैं खुद ही like case study था वो चीज के लिए. But for other person from outside, if he is doing, like, it is important to talk with the community. Yeah, and if you are documenting, you have to incorporate people from the community because they can guide you इन बेटर वे कि उनको क्या प्रॉब्लम्स है या फिर यहाँ पे कैसा सिस्टम चलता है, यहाँ पे ये है, हम लोग ऐसे सेलिब्रेट करते हैं. सो यू आर standing outside the slum and just looking at it, you cannot guess कि अंदर क्या होता है. As I said कि from the surface it's all look like statistics, poor sanitation, poor drainage and all those things. But जब आप अंदर जाओगे, yeah, there are some good things, there are some bad things also. But if you want to document things, you have to uh, like connect with the community only. And yeah, I think it is possible. You cannot go into that depth, but you will understand the community better.
Yeah. I think I just you have to I think share the scene again. I want to could you just elaborate more on the typology?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just love the question with this also. In the initial slide, there is a listen, educate, wala slide. So you should also can you just elaborate on that also?
Yeah. So,
Yeah, this one.
uh, it, sorry. Yeah. So, what was your question?
I just want to understand like you have explained the process of listen, educate, and empower. This is your own
Yeah.
agenda and the main point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
How
like,
you listen, how you educate. Yeah.
yeah. Okay. So, as I said, ki if you are outsider, you have to understand the community. So, for that, you have to listen to them. Yeah. So understanding the site context, understanding their social capital means how their social interdependencies over there, how they celebrate their festivals in those small spaces, and documenting their architectural fabric, like their current living conditions, कैसे वो लोग रह रहे हैं in those small spaces and with those materials, and listen to their problems. So listening means understand clearly. It means understanding the community well. So if you understand, then you can educate them. So many people says कि like इनको कोई भी घर दे दो, they will convert that into the slum only. Yeah. So all the SRS also, if we see, वो वैसे ही कन्वर्ट हो जाते हैं. बट क्या लैग होता है उसमें? दैट एजुकेटिंग. So yes, they don't know how to live in such flat systems. Okay. So they know how to live in these ground floor structures in the chawl system and all, but they don't know how to live in the flat system. So you can educate them, and also you can like in sort of empower them कि तुम क्या काम कर रहे हो. That is not a like the work you do is not a मतलब कोई नीचे दर्जे का काम नहीं. It is a good job what you are doing. And educating them about the sanitation and cleaning the surrounding कि तुम्हारे घर के बाहर का space is also yours. मतलब मेरे घर के बाहर कचरा है तो वो मेरी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है कि मुझे वो क्लीन करना चाहिए. ऑल दी स्मॉल स्मॉल थिंग्स कैन बी like done by the small initiatives, and we can educate them and showing them case studies of like redevelop projects. So as I have mentioned कि if we like हम लोग अगर उनको दिखा दे कि that this type of community projects can also happen, redevelopment projects can also happen, so उतना ही उनको उनके राइट्स के बारे में and उनके कैपेसिटी के बारे में पता चलेगा. They will be more like empowered, and empowering them means including them into the policies. सो अभी जब कोई एसआरए का घर बनता है या फिर कोई रिडेवलपमेंट प्रोजेक्ट होता है, तभी दे डोंट थिंक अबाउट द लाइक स्लम dwellers. दे जस्ट स्टैक यूनिट्स एंड उनको फिर घर दिया जाता है और उनको रहने दिया जाता है. बट इफ यू आस्क देम सम डाउट्स या फिर आप लाइक देयर, इफ यू अंडरस्टैंड देयर लिविंग कंडीशंस, देयर डेली प्रॉब्लम, सो कुछ तो अच्छा कर सकते हैं. ओके, सो दैट इज एम्पावरिंग कि उनको कम्युनिटी को इंक्लूड करना है, उनको सुनना है, उनके डिसीजंस को कंसिडर करना है, एंड लाइक क्रिएटिंग अ बॉडी विच ओवरलुक्स ऑल दिस प्रोसेस, और उसमें एक छोटी सी स्लम कमिटी भी हो. Yeah, like with developer, the architect, or the builder, the financer, or whoever doing the funding, all those people and the slum people, like जिसके लिए काम हो रहा है, if they also include in this process, so ये पूरा एक like it can be a holistic process for the redevelopment. So that was my like three stages, like listen, educate, and then empower. So after that you can do the redevelopment. So ये वो थोड़ा शायद अच्छे से हो सकता है कि मतलब स्लम डेवलपर्स को भी समझेगा कि ओके डेवलपर को ये प्रॉब्लम्स आ रहे हैं. ओके, बट इफ यू टॉक टू देम दे विल अंडरस्टैंड, अदरवाइज मे बी नॉट.
Okay, the typology one also, no?
Yeah. So in the typology, so this was the type 1. So it was around 38 square meter. So the kitchen and the multi-purpose hall is open. Okay, the layout is open, and also the bedroom is also open. So the red mark you have seen, it is marked as a temporary walls and partition. So right now in the hall, उनके जो घर है, so they are like this only, कि पूरा open है, and they use it as a multi-purpose space. So here also I have provided the similar type of space for them, कि अगर मुझे अभी बेडरूम का नीड नहीं है, तो why should I create a wall and separate that room? Okay, I can use it for any purpose. अगर मुझे मेरे घर में ही कुछ छोटा बिजनेस चालू करना है, तो I can use the this entire space as a one space. So वो flexibility मुझे रखना था. That's why I have like designed it like this. So जो main service core है, like kitchen, toilets are attached with that one service core, and all these things are open to them, like what they want to create. So if someone don't want any TV unit or a TV console, तो वो ये वाला partition नहीं create करेगा, right? If and आगे जाके if they want some privacy, so they can create this bedroom. Yeah, so that flexibility I wanted in that. So it is a type of incremental thing कि जब मुझे करना है, at that time I will do it. So right now I don't need it, so why should I pay for that, or why should I मतलब उसके लिए पैसा क्यों खर्च करना है वो चीज के लिए. And in the second unit it is a loft unit, it's just it is a similar type of planning, but for a little bigger family जहाँ पे like small kids are over there. So the loft space, so it can be a study space for them and a sleeping space for them, and also like at the above floor, the it converts it into the community vault like a sitting space. And in third typology, it is for a joint family. मतलब ये यहाँ पे चौल में भी कुछ like large families स्टे टुगेदर, तो कोई एक यहाँ ये वाले घर में, कोई वो वाले घर में, कोई वो वाले घर में, बट खाना खाने के लिए सब लोग रात को किसी एक के ही घर में आ जाते हैं. सो फॉर सच पर्पस आई हैव क्रिएटेड दिस like joint family while it is connected internally by the staircase. And then type 4, it is a larger unit. So, like it is for a sale purpose, like to create some revenue generation for the redevelopment. There are these sale units, and I have not like completely separated them. कि ये वाला सेल टावर है, this will look nice and वैसा, but I have given this units, so it is जैसा अपना सिडको में हाउसिंग होता है, like EWS, LIG, MIG, HIG, so it is that type of, so अगर किसके पास थोड़ा सा ज्यादा पैसा है, so he will pay for these units, and it the though that extra money will help for other units to pay. Yes.
आई थिंक जो वो एक्स्ट्रा पैसा दे रहा है उससे वो अदर यूनिट्स का पैसा कम होता है.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And
Very
also, as
interesting
I, yeah,
that
also
you
as I
have used
said,
the
key
projected window something, no?
project, okay, these projected
Yeah.
windows. Yeah, so wherever, like on the south side, the hard sun is hitting at the facade. So unke windows ko I have treated like this, and other windows are the other side are like normal box windows. Yeah. So
You were saying
the
something. Sorry, I interrupted.
no, no,
I was also curious, what's the height space in between the loft?
in between the loft. Yeah, it is
Uh,
2.6.
yeah.
No,
So
no, sorry,
it
2.4. It is 2.4, and the overall height is like 3 meters.
okay.
Yeah.
2.4
So,
is the space
yeah,
from the
so the ये भी जो space है, that also goes up.
uh,
So you can sit properly. Yeah, in this
what's
space.
the
You
space?
you
What's the height from the top of the floor of the loft to the bottom of the beam or the bottom of the ceiling of the loft?
top
ये
of the
जो
floor of the
लॉफ्ट
loft.
का लॉफ्ट का जो तुमने स्लैब या कुछ डालोगे वो कौन सी हाइट
Hmm.
पे डाला है और
Yeah,
ऊपर
it
मतलब
is
यार
it
टोटल
is
हाइट.
yeah, it is at 2.4.
ओके जो टोटल 3 मीटर है तो ऊपर 800 का लॉफ्ट है.
Yeah, this is 2.4, then this is 600, and फिर ऊपर 600.
ओके 1200.
So
ओके
1.2 meter. Yeah,
हाउ वी आर एक्सेसिंग द लॉफ्ट मतलब.
it's a small ladder.
अच्छा तो
Yeah,
इट्स अ
no,
या इट्स अ वेरी
no, so yeah, no solid staircase. Yeah.
या
So it is, yeah, like so there is no like a very थोड़ा मतलब ऐसा अलग treatment कुछ है नहीं इसको. How they were using their houses in the chawl, similar in the similar way, I have like created these spaces.
yeah I can see some persons are sitting in the loft in the, your exonometric section.
Yeah. Mm.
Interesting.
It-
Uh, I think the case studies you have done from the herbs and community design agency. I've also
Yeah.
seen their work on the YouTube. Yeah, they are very famous. I think the herbs office is also in one of the slum. I don't sure.
It is
Yeah,
in Dharavi. Yeah, it is in
yeah, yeah,
Dharavi.
yeah.
So they
They-
majorly works for the Dharavi. Herbs is a like global uh, ये उनका organization है. They work for other countries also, but जो मुंबई में जो herbs है, they work for generally Dharavi Koli community. Yes.
So how your case studies because uh, in ours also the professors focus a lot on the case studies, the selection of case studies. So, so how do you select these two case studies? Do you have an ample of case studies, or there are some case studies, or how do you finalize these two case studies?
So I researched a lot for for that. yeah, going through like Arch Daily and some research papers and all. So through one of the research paper, I got this case study, community design agency, the Sanjay Nagar slum redevelopment projects. So ये यही एक case study था which I was looking for a built form and how they have created their policies, and other two to three case studies were generally for those my three stages like listen, educate, and empower. Like if if you want to say listen तो actually क्या करना है, if you want to say educate तो क्या करना है, and empower तो क्या करना है. So for those, so ऐसा जरूरी नहीं है कि if you are seeing case study or searching for case study, it should not be just for a architectural purpose. It can also be for your concept also or your process also.
Yeah. Uh, so the whole theme of the Charles Correa is design with equity. So
Yeah,
yeah,
equitability through design.
yeah, equity to design. So when you are want to apply for the Charles Correa Award, so how's your entire journey and what are the jury comments and yeah.
So
And I
it was
also
a
one
yeah.
yeah, I also wondering कि जो संजय नगर सुभाष नगर का जो है वर्क ये अभी चॉल है सेक्टर में ना तो इट्स ऑन द पेपर कुछ शोइंग कि वो रीडेवलप उन्होंने प्रपोज किया है
No, no, right now it is not like anything proposed over there. Okay.
ओके
So it
यू आर
was,
प्रपोज
so I have consider it as a site. Okay, so मुझे
ऑन द
like
सेम एरिया
yeah,
ऑन द सेम स्पॉट ऑन द सेम जहाँ पे चॉल अभी है वहीं पे ही
yes,
तो
yes, on
आपने
site.
प्रपोज किया
Yeah, on site, on site. Yes. So for I don't I don't want to take a site which is already documented like Dharavi. So जब कोई slum redevelopment का project आता है, people choose धारावी का site, which is not a wrong thing. But if if I am living there and I can document it like deeply, so why should I select other site? तो वही site select करके I documented architecture, fabric, and all those things. Yeah. And for me also, it was a different experience for the this different experience like कि मेरे ही लोगों को मैं interview कर रहा हूँ and talking them as a third person. Yeah, कि अगर redevelopment होगा तो what you want and what you don't. और आप अभी जहाँ पे बाहर जाते हो किसी घर पे काम करने, what you feel. Okay, मतलब जब मेन एंट्रेंस गेट से आप उनके घर तक जाते हो, what is your journey. So all those things I interviewed them. So ये सब चीजों पे कभी पहले डिस्कशन हुआ नहीं था. Yeah, so that was also new for me.
Yeah, I think it's little awkward also, na? मतलब when
Mm.
we are talking
Yeah,
to our
yeah,
own colleagues, it's not easy.
yeah,
Yeah. So yeah, that you are talking about that Charles Correa
yeah. So
event.
yeah, हाँ तो पहले से I was not like मैंने ये सोचा नहीं था कि मैं चार्ल्स कोरिया को सबमिट करूंगा मेरा, क्योंकि आई गेस उनका ब्रीफ भी तभी ओपन अप नहीं हुआ था वो टाइम पे.
Yeah, yeah. Last
I
time it's non follows climate.
yeah, so I don't know कि पर like मेरा thesis गया and then their brief has comes कि equitability through design like वैसा कुछ like submit करना है thesis. So I thought कि मेरा बैठता है, so थोड़ा उसको फिर से ऊपर नीचे थोड़ा करके structured करके I submitted my entry and I worked little bit more about on my graphic and process.
Yeah.
So
Uh,
the jury was it was a closed jury. So हाँ तो comments ऐसे हम लोग को जब award ceremony था, that time they commented on like each project की So on the certificate, they have written their comments कि overall उनको क्या brief में इस project के बारे में क्या लगा. So they said कि it was a humble approach towards a redevelopment project. So that was the like main uh, जो comment they I feel कि वो मेरे लिए important था. So वो मेरा पहला मेन एम था एंड वही उनको लगा. दैट वाज लाइक गुड थिंग फॉर मी.
Yeah, absolutely. Uh, yeah, I think so. Yeah, thank you so much. And so many of us want to do the similar thesis. So I think you have already stated in your presentation that if we follow the same process, it can be applied to any site, any region, in any
Yeah.
city. So in Delhi also there's a lot of informal settlements and all those things. And I think it really your presentation really helped us and will help them to make their thesis. So I just want to say कि क्या कहना है, मतलब कि जो लोग इस तरह का थीसिस अभी टॉपिक लेंगे, व्हाट्स योर सजेशन, मतलब because you already done the, that's why,
व्हाट.
मतलब तुमने ऑलरेडी थीसिस करा उस पे, अब जो लोग सिमिलर टॉपिक पे थीसिस करना चाहेंगे इन दिल्ली और मे बी एनी अदर सिटी, so how they should do and what's your advice?
So like more focus
And and
on the.
and what's your entire duration? Because in our college it's of 6 months.
Yeah, same, similar,
Same.
6 months. Yeah. So like first, so you have to do it like side by side. So if you have selected, so सबका ऐसा नहीं होता है कि किसी का टॉपिक से स्टार्ट होता है, किसी का साइट से स्टार्ट होता है, किसी का किसी केस स्टडी से स्टार्ट होता है, या किसी का कोई पर्सनल इमोशन से स्टार्ट होता है. सो एवरीवन हैज लाइक a different approach to it, but yeah, you can like divide this into the like phases. So like first month or 2 months you can uh, give for the process, like all the process work you want to do, like documenting the site, generating the drawing for the same, and also like creating graphics for the process and the documentation you have done. So आगे जाके उसके लिए time नहीं मिलता है फिर आपको. So if you do all those things in like early stage, so आगे जाके you can majorly focus on your design. So it, and also it is also depends on how your guide is guiding you, your mentor is guiding you. Yeah.
Yeah.
If yeah, their process also you have to consider their process. नहीं तो फिर yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I got it. And all many of our curious.
Sorry, you asked something.
टूल्स टूल्स कौन से यूज करें ग्राफिक के लिए?
What?
टूल्स मतलब आगे सॉफ्टवेयर कौन से यूज करें ग्राफिक्स के लिए?
Okay, no, like the simple graphics. Sorry, simple tools. Photoshop, SketchUp, uh, and hand sketching. Yeah, like the Autodesk Sketchbook app on my
Yeah,
tablet. Yeah.
yeah,
So
yeah. Good.
I majorly work on like hand done things. So
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Your Insta page, let's draw.
yeah.
Yeah.
So we also
I think
do like documentation. More, I'm more towards documentation and all.
documentation of historic मतलब what
Like
uh,
documentation of uh, uh, like this type of housings also, temples also.
yeah,
So yeah,
yeah.
you can see on my like Instagram page.
किसी को कुछ और पूछना है तो पूछ सकते हैं, और एनीवेज आकाश का जो इंस्टाग्राम है उस पे भी आप डायरेक्टली कुछ भी पूछ सकते हो उससे।
Yes,
एंड वी
yes.
जस्ट, या, आई जस्ट से कि वी हैव अ वेरी लेस नंबर। आकाश रियली नहीं होते, मतलब हमारे एवरेज 18-20 रहते हैं, बट इट्स आई अंडरस्टैंड कि एक तो बहुत कम टाइम में हमने दिया, और मे बी इट्स ड्यू टू द मिड टाइम जो 3 बजे का टाइम है, एंड संडे, एंड मे बी द संडे वुड बी रीजन। Saturday we generally schedule it on the Saturdays evening 9 o'clock, but yeah, it's fine, and we really humbled and grateful कि तुमने इतनी जल्दी हाँ बोल दिया। या योर थीसिस, मतलब काफी फायदा होगा जो लोग इस टॉपिक में जाना चाहते हैं, और इसीलिए हम लोग हर इवेंट को रिकॉर्ड करते हैं, तो ये यूट्यूब पे डल जाता है, तो एनी पर्सन कैन एक्सेस लेटर ऑन, एंड हम लोग फिर इसके बाद शेयर भी, इट्स ओपन, तो कोई भी आके दे सकते हैं। थैंक यू सो मच फॉर गिविंग योर टाइम, एफर्ट, एंड guiding us for the thesis. Yeah, I think you are on mute if you are.
No, no. Yes. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, no, no.
Yes.
Thank you so much. And thank you so much, guys, for coming and listening to Akash. Thank you so much. Thank you.